first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line.
Looking to throw on second down. Spear. His throw incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Spear. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down now, Branch. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Edwards a first down and more.
And down to the 27-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. They've got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd down, Spear. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. He'll look to throw as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Where are you going, Joe? Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll try again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
From the gun on 3rd down, Spear. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Spear. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Spear. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Spear. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Throwing on 1st down. Spear. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Looking to throw. Spear. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Spear got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Jalen Hurts, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Dolphins get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. DJ Chark, up close to 100-yard receiving there. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw. Spear. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Spear. He finds his man. Complete. That's Edwards. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Spear. He finds his man. Complete. That's Chambers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Looking to throw. Spear. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll go to the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, Spear. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Spear. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 2nd down. Spear got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Spear. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Tony. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. 2nd and 5. Pass complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. And he fends him off. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he missed it. It's no good. But a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 1st down, Spear. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best, know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
2nd and 5.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll run on 1st down. Branch, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Spear. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. Yeah, the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.